We are back with another special guest because for the month of April, we are highlighting superstars who I find online. Some of them I know. I can't wait to introduce you to today's special guest right after the intro. If you are joining for the very first time, my name is Lanita Holston, and people come to me when they're ready to become confident communicators so that they can effectively lead their teams. And I know you heard the word on the streets. We are hosting a public speaking one on one class coming up Friday, May 2nd. It's virtual and it's $97 for 90 minutes. And you know how sometimes you go to these free events and not free, but you go to these online events and they don't always give you the gems or they don't always tell you what you want to know. Well, I don't teach like that. I just share with you what I tell you I'm going to teach. That is what you'll learn. I'm excited about that. If you are interested in joining the class, it's not too late. We have 2 seats remaining and you can register at vocalvalue.com/PS. But that's not why we're here today. We're here today because I have a special guest. Her name is Brittany Richardson. We actually went to college together. We were teammates. And sis has been showing up online. In fact, I've seen her several times post on LinkedIn places she was speaking and just showcasing and interacting with people who are in her field. And I want to introduce you to her today. And I'm excited to hear what's been happening in her professional career that has been giving her more opportunities to get in front of people. So without further ado, welcome Brittany Richardson to Excellence in Everything Live. How are you?
Thank you, Lanita. I'm great. I'm happy to be here. I already told you, you are a boss. Like, this is your thing. This is not my thing. This is your thing. So I am honored that you thought enough of me to reach
Yeah.
out.
Absolutely. And you know what? I'll take that. It is my thing. I just been rubbing it off on other people because I want more people to have the skill freely, to enjoy getting up and sharing and presenting and not be afraid of it. So just enough about me. Tell the people who you are and what it is that you do.
Yes. So I am an audit senior manager at Grant Thornton. So I'm a CPA. I work in our audit department. So I do audits for commercial clients. And I started as an intern. So you and I went to Towson together. I went to the career fair. I got offered an internship. I finished school and I came back and started full time. So this is my 13th year at Grant Thornton.
Wow, 1-3. You don't even look old enough to be somewhere for 13 years.
I'll take
Um
that. I'll take that.
when we met in college, I always saw you as someone who was vocal. You were opinionated and you would express that on our team and not in a bad way. But
Yeah.
I always saw you as that confident person. Were you always that?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's my personality. I'm just outgoing. That's who I am. Extroverted. And that's always been me, even as a kid, right? Like, I've never been a follower. If it was something I didn't like, it was like, nope, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm okay. Like, I'm content.
Yeah. Yeah, I that resonates with me. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. So now that you've been in these streets, and I say streets like you've been vocal every time I open LinkedIn, you are somewhere talking to somebody in front of somebody on a panel. What like provoked that? Where is this coming from?
Yeah, so it's just about me being more out there, right? And networking. I always do a ton of speaking engagements. So the fact that you notice that is great, right? Because that means it's working. I'm just being more intentional about it and what I post and how I'm able to communicate with others and make myself available. In my job, I also am a recruiting champion. So we have university recruiters who are amazing and supportive. And a lot of the things you see, they set up. I'm just the vocal person, right? I'm the avenue. So they set these things up, and I'm more than happy to participate and just share my experience to others. So the fact that I'm able to do that and go places and, have people be as passionate about accounting as me, more than
Mhm.
happy to do so.
Mhm. Okay, that makes sense. You were like a spokesperson in some regard. You're the
Yeah.
talking face, the connecting piece. Are you nervous when you go and do these things?
Honestly, no, never, right? Because it's easy to talk about you. yourself, something you like, something you enjoy, and something you're passionate about. So it's never a situation where I'm nervous or have anxiety because it comes easy. When growing up, no one in my family was an accountant. So that's normally how it happens, right? You go on these interviews, you pick your career. It's like, oh, I'm going to do what my parents do, or, my whole family is X. That wasn't my situation. And I've just been really big on exposure. How do people know about these opportunities if they don't hear it? If someone
Mm,
in their family doesn't do it. So a
yeah.
lot of the high schools that I've been going to is when I go back to my high school, they do a career fair. I go to other high schools in Baltimore County. Some of my sorority sisters have reached out where they're in class firms and they like, hey, can you just come talk to my students? Sure. Look, like, let me know when, because that is how we increase one, more accountants, more diverse candidates for CPAs, more diverse people in the workplace. So me being able to just, share my experience, I hope that I help someone.
And I bet that you do. And that's the powerful thing about speaking. People can see themselves through you when we decide to stand up and share those things. Have you learned anything about yourself being more visible? Like anything come out of that?
Yeah, I think the most important thing that I've noticed is I think that I'm like not doing enough. And everyone's like, what are you talking about? Right? Like, I just take it as this is my personality. This comes easy to me. Accounting is easy. But it's making me like appreciate not one, the skills that I have, but how I'm able to show up, because I don't realize that in myself. I think, hey, I'm just doing my job. And people are like, no, this is more than your job. Like, and you said it too, Lanita. Everyone just doesn't do public speaking. Like, just because a recruiter asks you to come to this event or a friend reaches out and say, hey, can you come talk to my class? That doesn't mean you're the right person to do it or you feel comfortable. So I've learned that. It's like, no, it's not an easy thing, you know?
hmm It's not. Public speaking is one of those things they fear more than death. And to some degree, it's the reason why some don't go after promotion, because more responsibility gives you more visibility and you have to lead, speak more, you're upfront and you're called upon to express your opinions. And that is not comfortable for some people who don't have the practice of using their voice. And so it is
Yeah.
something to celebrate when people are actually doing it and they don't have to. And they don't
Yeah.
have to. One of the things that you said that definitely is like right up my alley is you said, I feel comfortable with this because I'm knowledgeable about it and I love it. So it doesn't
Yeah.
feel like something that I'm afraid of. And I always say that the more knowledgeable you are, you get that through practice and getting your reps in, the easier it
Yeah.
is to stand in front of people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, what advice would you share with someone who in their professional career they want to be more visible or speak up?
Yeah. You just said it, like practice, right? Like, maybe start with, hey, you know what? I'm going to lead this meeting today, right? Or, hey, maybe I don't want to take the whole meeting, but can I just take a piece of it? And having those supportive mentors, oftentimes in a professional setting, maybe some people are scared to speak up because they feel, not that they're not, but they feel that they're not knowledgeable. So in that situation, if you meet with your manager, your boss, whoever that might be ahead of time, and they prepare you, they're empowering you and giving you that strength, right? And then if you know that they're on the call to kind of jump in if you need help, then that way you're building those skills, and you said get your reps in, practice makes perfect. You're
Yeah.
able to kind of build that confidence over time. I know
Mhm.
we're adults, but one thing I'm doing with my girls is getting them into things. So you and I were on the step team together. While not professional, how, like, what does that build, right? Like when you're performing in front of people, there's no nerves, right? So at a younger age, we're already getting familiar with being in front of people, being outspoken, being loud. So, when my kids are in dance, they're already used to performing. So hopefully that translate into being confident and being able to be in front of a crowd and feel okay and not nervous or scared. So just really building that confidence and that self-empowerment.
Shout out to you, Mom. I agree. Performance in other areas does help to build confidence. Being good at something in general builds your confidence. So, if that's a sport, a dance, a debate team, when you're good at something, it does something to your self concept. And so I love that the girls are getting a chance to explore that. And that we had a chance to do it too. That we had a chance to do
Yeah.
it too. Do you have any upcoming events that we can expect to see on LinkedIn where you'll be going out to talk?
Yeah, that's a great question. I feel like stuff just comes up on my calendar all the time. So this one you won't see probably on LinkedIn, but in addition to what I post, like whether I'm speaking at schools, I also do proposals, right? So in my job as an audit professional, we seek clients. So we're going to different proposals, meeting with CFOs, meeting with controllers, and determining if we, Grant Thornton, are a good fit for their company to do their audit. So upcoming things are proposals where I travel for those. And then also you will always see me doing something at someone's school. Upcoming is our NABA convention, which is an annual convention, National Association of Black Accountants. So that's the first week of June. So I'll be there. I'm sure I'll be networking with professionals there. So always something.
I was just hanging out with the DC Metro chapter this past Saturday of NABA.
There you go.
So it's funny that you.
Accountants are not nerds.
I
We're
love
cool
that.
people.
Well, as our final remarks, is there anything that you'd like to leave with those who are watching today, who might be professionals in their space? Speaking is not their thing, but they see you doing it. What advice would you share with them?
You absolutely can do it. Whether that's finding a mentor or finding someone that you feel comfortable with and taking those baby steps, that's fine, but you absolutely can do it and build up that confidence, and do not, be afraid or let that hold you back from a promotion. And while it may not come natural to you, it's okay. Like, just put in that effort and I promise you, you will succeed.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you, Be Rich. Thank you for showing up, displaying your vocal value, and empowering your girls to do the same thing. We love to see it in these streets.
Thank you, Benita.
Awesome. Well, I don't know about you. I hope that you are inspired, and I hope that you see the skill of public speaking is not a special thing. It's not something that you're born with. It's a skill that you can grow, and it's a skill that we exercise every day. We get the choice to groom it, grow it, or hide it and avoid it. If you want to grow it, join us at our upcoming public speaking class. I would love to have you. We have 2 seats left. And you can go to vocalvalue.com/PS for public speaking to register, grab your seat. It's only $97. It's virtual. And you know what? Some people get their employer to sponsor their classes that they take with Vocal Value. And so that's something to consider. If you don't want to come out of pocket, your employer might, because they benefit from you having this skill. I love you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I'll see you next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time.